So good afternoon, class. I hope everyone is fine.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I can see Eric, I can see Wakesa, and I can see Roy. Hope all of you are fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So make sure everybody is mute the mic, and you can also mute your you can switch off your camera. Then we can start. Maybe before we start, I can just revive what we learned last time, and we were talking about types of foundation, and we said we have different types of foundation. For example, okay, I said we were talking about strip foundation. We had again step foundation. We also had tip strip foundation. We have raft foundation, and we have pad foundation. Today, I'm going to take you through functional requirements of a wall. And maybe before that, I can just define for you a wall, such that a wall is a continuous vertical brick or stone structure that encloses or divides an area of a land. So I'll share my screen. You can be able to see what we are discussing. So today we are going to discuss about the functional requirements of a wall. Now that you know a wall, there is requirements. We need a wall to stand. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Thank you. Let us
You are able to
continue.
proceed.
Let me proceed. So maybe if I may request one of you to read what you can see, functional requirements of a wall. Then I will explain. Who can help us go through? Bob.
I can see strength.
Continue.
I can see you should be constructed with strong material which has high compressive and tensile strength to avoid folding.
To avoid failure. Okay, thank you. And then we have the stability, where we are saying any wall, building walls provide a recommendation for a wall height and width to prevent instability resulted from the loads. Then we have the durability. From the word durable, the wall should be able to resist rain and thermal properties to stay for long. And then we have fire safety. The wall should provide fire resistance and specify level of inflammation, the level of flammability of material used to cover inside walls and floors. And then we have sound resistance. That is, high density material should be used to resist airborne sounds such as concrete walls or solid walls. Another functional requirement of a wall is weather and ground moisture resistance. What we are talking about, walls should have enough resistance against moisture. Hope you know what moisture is. That is water vapor and liquid water. So I'm saying we have sound resistance. That is, high density material should be used to resist airborne sounds such as concrete walls and solid walls. And then we go to forms of wall construction. Who can help us to read number one? Eric, can you read number one form of a wall construction? Are you there? Roy, can you read?
Monolithic.
Yes.
Monolithic. This is a type of wall which is formed of a single large blocks of stones.
Thank you very much, Eric. And then we have Roy. Can you read us?
About
Yeah.
Okay, masonry. This is the one from materials which have traditionally been cemented together with use of mortar.
Very good. And then Bob can read that for timber.
Timber.
Yes.
This is a type of wall which generally consists of a framework which is filled in by another material, commonly wattle and mud.
Thank you very much. Maybe practically I can show you. You don't worry. I'll be able to show you in our next class. That is a monolithic. How it is constructed, and then masonry how it is constructed, and about the timber. Maybe if we can go to the last slide, which is classification of wall construction. We have what we call. We have two actually. The first one is load bearing wall. Then we have non-load bearing wall. So we can start with that one for load bearing wall, where we are saying this is which supports loads from floors and roof, and in addition to their own weight, and it can resist side pressure from the wind. And then number two, from the word non, that's just the opposite of the other one. So from the word load bearing, you can just add non-load to mean the opposite of the other one. So you can say this is a wall which carry no flow. The other one was carrying flows, if you can see. So this one is not carrying any flow. And the other one was carrying a roof. And this one does not carry any roof loads. And it can be divided into external or enclosing walls. And internal dividing walls, that is partition. From the word, I hope this is not the first time you can see the word partition. Partition, you can just that one for load bearing wall, it is commonly used in storage buildings, and this one is for the perimeter wall. If you want to construct a perimeter wall, a common perimeter wall, that one for load bearing you can use when you are constructing storage building, and that one for the other one is only perimeter wall. So if I may, maybe we can recap what we have learned today. I've learned today about the functional requirement of a wall. We have said, who can remind us what we have learned today? Just by reading, don't even explain. Just read the points. Who can do that? Eric, can you just take us through the points? Don't even explain, just read it. Eric, are you there?
Can I read?
Yeah, Roy, can you read?
Okay, number one, we have strength.
Yes.
Stability.
Yes.
Durability.
Yes.
And fire safety.
And fire safety. And if I may ask you, what do you understand by the word fire safety? Can you be able to define it? Roy?
Okay, I can say safety.
Yes.
We provide fire resist wall.
Yes.
And specify levels of flammability of materials used to cover inside walls and floor.
Okay.
Am I correct?
Yeah, very correct. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Let us go to forms of wall construction. We have Bob to take us through those points very quickly. Bob, are you still there?
We have monolithic.
Yes.
Yes, I'm there.
Thank you.
Monolithic.
Yeah.
We have masonry.
Yes.
And then timber.
Thank you very much. Then we let us go to the last one where we are classifying walls. I want Eric to read. Is Eric in class?
If not in class,
Okay,
I can read.
Yeah, you can read.
Load bearing. We have load bearing wall.
Yes.
We have non-load bearing.
Thank you very much.
Outside.
But what do you understand by the word load bearing wall?
This load bearing wall.
Yes.
This is this is a wall which supports
Yes.
loads from floors and roof in
Yes.
addition to their own weight
Yes.
and which resist side pressure from wind.
And the rule summarized for us non-load bearing wall. Can you define it? Let me assist you.
Uh,
We are saying
no, yes.
non-load bearing wall. These are wall which carry no flow or roof loads, and it may be divided into external or enclosing walls and internal dividing walls. That is partition. Then that is the end of our lesson. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.